Yeah.
Yes,
Hey
sir.
there. Happy Monday.
Yes, we are live. And it's funny that there's so much of that ubiquitous sort of hip hop, electronic style, royalty free music that I can't even tell what's like in today's world. Like, is that a real song or is that like a audio block?
Is that one of Taylor Swift's new?
Yeah, it all runs together.
Yeah.
What is up?
Hey there.
Oh man, so we were doing the recap of the weekend. Some top secret things that can't be mentioned, but Austin and I did our adventure out west yesterday to the Keller Williams Go headquarters and got to play around, monkey around in their sandbox, and that was cool. And they've got a killer little setup that is basically just like the island. It's like neglected, and so we're gonna bring that back to life.
It looks great. I saw the pictures, and then I saw you guys. I saw the pictures of your first recon.
I did
and
the
I was
recon.
like, holy God, there's a lot of gear out there.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot of
really
stuff.
high end.
Like that
stuff.
rack mount. It was like, whoa, okay, and it's crazy to have having sold umpteen dozens of everything in that rack a million years ago, or probably like the great grandfather of what's in that rack.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, there's badass Shure wireless where you could literally go out and sing at American Airlines Center.
Yeah, it's like it's mega church rack unit.
It's absolutely professional level. So it was funny because you've got this wireless system that's not meant to be, but could hold its own in an arena where you can literally dial in the frequencies of each microphone so they don't step on anybody and the security guard's feed doesn't come through. And you're like 3 feet away from the rack, which is awesome. But it was like I was joking with so Christine came out from Lone Star DFW. She popped in and it was like this crazy all roads 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing where it overlapped. And
this industry is such a small town.
Yes,
because everybody has been everywhere.
And there's only one. It's like a one-room schoolhouse. Yes. Yeah. And so turns out she's actually cousins with Melissa Haley of CCAR fame, and whom I've known forever. And then she had Melissa's mom with her and her son. And it was like, okay, this is as random as it gets. But like, to her credit, it was like, I really wondered, where she was here last week, she killed it. Her and Ashley they went live. It was unbelievable. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we're 2 for 2 with the Go sales.
Folks,
actually 3 for 3 because Destiny, who came in from DeSoto, that manages the Southwest office. She was amazing. Like when Teresa interviewed her, and like, holy hell, it's like WNBA style. Like
we're uncovering talent in all corners of the Metroplex right now.
And there again, like kudos to the Go Network for having like actually like gunslingers that and to Christine's like Destiny knew she was going to be interviewed. So it was like, okay, that's you get a little bit. You have a handicap when you're doing that. Okay, you take a few strokes off the game. But Christine didn't know she was coming in, or she knew she was coming in. She didn't know she was going to get on camera. We just sort of like gassed her up and kind of made it happen. And then she was awesome. And then it's like, okay, that's totally workable. But to her credit, she's like, I told you I'd come by, so I did, and bam. But she brought Melissa Haley's mom with her. It was like, okay, that was crazy.
So you think she's going to do more?
Oh yeah. And the beauty of
felt good for her.
Yeah, and the beauty of everything intersecting yesterday was the Lone Star headquarters is like 7 minutes away from corporate. And so it was like, okay, well, there's no need to reinvent the wheel around the way whenever you guys got like this super, like everything you saw earlier was just plug and play. Just turn it on, monkey with the lights. I cleaned up a little bit of the color and everything in Final Cut, but nothing major. Nothing that did like 1 or 2 clicks. And then you saw where chop it up, boom, boom, boom. Whoa, okay. So
the content, the practice content yesterday, where you
and there's
we're testing the audio, multi-camera, and things like that. And it looks clean. I mean, it might. Does it look better than this? It looks about like this.
It looks about like this. I would say we could make it look better, slightly better, with better lights.
Yeah.
Because they're light, because the lights in here are orders of magnitude better. The stuff, they have like newer soft boxes, where it's like, okay, it's either warm or it's cool, it's cool, and then there's no like Austin doesn't have anything to play with.
Yeah, we need to get. You have to have more. If it's not RGB, I don't want to hear it.
It's not hot or cold. It's hot or cold running light, and
at least 800,000 colors.
Yes, and there's no app. There's no app for him to drill down. But speaking of all of that stuff and the lighting and the lights, camera, action, last night the chairs were delivered at like 10 p.m. For our new mobile podcast set, where basically recreating the RP. And I was like, okay, I like those chairs, and I got a round table instead of the square because Austin and I were kind of like brainstorming. But like that was something that came out of an unexpected situation where we do the RP gimmick and it's like, oh, this is the thing, you know? And so I'm excited about that.
Super excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
when's the neon sign coming in?
Oh yeah. You know what? I'll check the order status.
Okay. I'd be on that all the time because that was such cool.
As a matter of fact, they made me download the app. So as I have dead air, like
So what we ordered a sign. We were so jealous of the Real Producers podcast sign at the RP Elevate event. We're like, man, it just really changed the look and feel of the podcast and gave it some official.
Yes.
They're elevated the authority of it.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, we ordered one. You know, if we like it, we get it.
Okay. So like ordered on October the 8th, and I did the fast business.
Oh, cool.
And it's 32 inches wide. Got red, white, and blue neon on the little comet tail gimmick.
Nice.
Which blows my mind to see stuff like that. Just like, wow, okay, now it's a thing. And then we were just kind of figuring out, because if I remember correctly, the backdrop they had, of course, it was not designed for anything that they were doing. But it wasn't wide enough.
Yeah.
And so the trick is, we were looking at these sectional things where it's like, okay, because what we want is,
it's great if you just have a 2-shot. It was wide enough. It's just as soon as you angle it, you're like, yeah, you need something either curved or...
the night of the party, which was fine during the day, whenever it was like, oh, it's very serious, we're going to sit down and interview folks. It was fine for that. But once I was punch drunk and the DFW RP thing was going, and it's like there's people everywhere, and I know this guy and that gal and whatever. And then it was like, okay, we started having photo bombing and just getting kind of crazy. It was like, okay, well, I would like... So I also got 4 handheld mics with flags or adapters. So that way, I mean, every one of us
drop our lavaliers in there.
Yeah, every one of us here has a lavalier.
Yeah, a set of lavaliers. At least one set of lavaliers.
So we probably have like 16 lavaliers all told. So the idea there is, okay, if we actually do have just a random fire drill and it's a carpet bomb, we can get 4 people in there. Boom, hand everybody a handheld, and now it's not, oh, mic it up, oh, put it on your color. I can't hear it. I can't.
It'd be more like pull up a seat. Here's a mic.
Yeah, here's a mic. Boom, talk.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was, this is a sneak preview of, so we are very much getting into the idea of the branding and the reboot of Agent. So Colette gave us the idea of a couple of different things on there's the AI, like what does AI say about you? Or who does AI say you are?
GEO, right?
Yes.
Generative, GSO. Generative search optimization.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, they haven't come up with the official acronym for it yet.
Yeah.
Everybody calls it something different. It's like geofencing, geotargeting.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not tied to Google.
Yeah.
But Cruz and I went Saturday night to Leonard Fest, and it was.
I saw that too.
So Andrew Miller, the great Andrew Miller from Dallas Preston Road, Teresa's. That's actually how I met Teresa. Her husband Tad is also an agent. He does all the heavy lifting, but he is a kick-ass Elvis impersonator, and you would not know that.
You mentioned this, I don't know if it was on the podcast, but like last week you'd mentioned this, and you described Tad's outfit and look, and it was, I saw the pictures of it. Spot on.
Yes.
Like really, really great Elvis impersonator.
So I'm stoked
At
because...
least the look, I didn't get to hear him.
So I went last year as well, and it's like anything that we do most of the time, it's like you go, like even day 1 and day 2 at the RP Elevate, it was like, okay, day 1, it wasn't a train wreck, but it also wasn't like a bullet train either. It wasn't like a streamlined experience. But like I went last year, and I think I took Stuart with me then. So yeah, because like Stuart was kind of my second shooter backup guy, and I had no idea what to expect. It's out in the hinterlands, and it's up on a hill. And last year it was in November and it was cold, which sucks. And so I'm wanting to stand by the fire because they've got a fire that's like Aggie bonfire style, and kind of got a feel for it, but like this time out, it was like I knew exactly what was going to happen, and they had everything dialed in a little bit better as far as like scheduling goes. And you saw the photos. Well, now I went out early, and it was like, okay, now I have time lapse of him getting transformed into Elvis.
Oh, that's cool.
So now I
look forward to that.
Yes. So I had the concept of like what I want this to be, and then Cruz was there with the fancy, cinema settings and probably whatever with his fancy camera, and we intentionally, after he was done, he was still in the gimmick, had him start to do marketing pieces. Where, like, you know, like if you're looking to buy or sell, call the king. You know, that kind of a deal. Because the idea is, I don't know if you can force virality, but I want to find out.
Okay.
And there, like, we're rebranding. Well, Andrea Miller Group will still be Andrea Miller Group, but it will be like featuring the king of West Plano or whatever. And I tried, but it got dark so early. What I really wanted to do with the handhelds was just to get like man on the street things where we'd like,
oh yeah, you're walking up and
and like, well, he's not just the king of real estate, you know, and like you just get some shit like that, but that didn't pan out.
Yeah.
But we got tons of killer footage, and Cruz did one of the patented tricks with the DJI Labs and the magnet. He put it on the handheld. And so he actually has vocal of him.
Oh, he did it on his performance. So we've got good audio.
Yes, he's got good audio, but now it's going to be like, okay, what is it? But what will it sound like? Because the band is, you know, like behind him.
Yes, it's going to be heavy vocal. We weren't into the board.
Yeah.
we weren't find a good way to get like into the board for a lot of our stuff.
We had the Zoom.
We had just a Zoom H6 and be like, hey, I need a 1/4 inch or a XLR.
And so that'll be one of our missions at Metrotex.
Yeah.
Is to like, who has the Allen wrench that opens the monolith? You know, because that's the thing that kills us on a lot of stuff.
Most events, it's getting good audio and we're cheating the system. Most of the time we're having to put our own mics in strategic places
and
so we can capture
like
audio.
3 microphones on.
Yeah, there's guys like wearing a mic here, and he's talking into a mic, he's got a mic tucked to his hat, and you're like, okay, it's enough. I'll cough as well. There we go.
It gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you're swimming uphill afterward because, well, if my mic hears you, and then you
get the spill,
and then it turns into this weird echo chamber. One guy's louder, and then the next guy's quiet, and it's impossible, or nearly impossible, to take a 5-person panel and make that into like a nice streamlined. Well, like what I did yesterday was I knew that we were bouncing cameras, and so, but there's only one microphone and only one camera's recording, so it's like I'm messing with camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, and I'm doing that with the idea of like, okay, I know what this is going to be, so that the audio sounds fantastic because they have like, you know, overkill.
Yes,
you know, they have basically the like what Post Malone would come out and sing into.
And I'm a fan of the hardwired stuff most of the time, especially in a setting where we have a controlled environment. But like those wireless, I mean, we're not going to have any issues with connectivity or latency or anything with that quality of system.
No, the only drawback there is they all have to have a AA battery.
Oh God.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, okay. And then somebody holding it, depending on how long they're going. Oh, fatigue. Oh,
yeah.
You know, it's like, no, talking to the mic.
Yeah.
But you know,
that is difference too. Cause like people, everybody holds the mic different.
Yes.
Like being on we have to have some pretty unique or, in like intricate control of each channel, like in analog we can, because you said a lot of that's on.
Well, it's on an app, which is interesting, and it's like a Behringer app. So I mean, it's like a high end gear, and it's like, whoa, okay. It was intense.
Am I too old school for just wanting it analog sometimes? Like, give me the knobs and the dials that are directly tied to the thing.
No,
like,
dude.
I want...
Like, give me an analog mixer.
Yeah, because I don't know how many times you tried to, like, my finger won't go on the iPad or, like, overdoes it or it's, like, freezes. And you're like, oh, my God.
Dude, yes, exactly. I was just like, when Austin and I were troubleshooting last week in Colleyville, it's like... Oh my God, everything's a touch screen. Like, yes, of course, I loved Star Trek as a kid, and it's badass to have everything be a touch screen. But there are times when it's like you hit the home thing by accident. Now I'm like, oh, now I'm 5 levels back.
Yeah.
And I forgot where I was. And I got to relearn this thing every time.
Well, there's a reason, like an airplane cockpit, that we've got dedicated knobs and switches for stuff, and it's not like one big. It's not a Tesla iPad. There's a reason, right?
There's not he's not on his phone throttling up and down.
Being like, oh, let me restart it.
Yeah.
Let me iOS update.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And the Wi-Fi sucks. Oh, we're going down. Well, and so like troubleshooting that, and it was like literally the final piece of the puzzle was factory reset on the stupid internal thing on the touchscreen. And it was like that was the final piece of the puzzle after, you know, figuring out, okay, it's not this, it's not that, it might be that, it's not this. But that was the analog way, where it's like you literally split the room in half, and it's like, okay, it works over here it sucks. Okay, well, now we know everything over here is good. Everything over here is questionable. And then you do the Sherlock Holmes.
Isolate the variables.
Yes. Eliminate the impossible. What is it?
I don't know this.
Yeah. Oh, I had it. It was right there.
Is this like Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes,
No, it was
or just like
Benedict
old
Cumberbatch.
Sherlock? Okay.
It's a legitimate Conan Doyle.
Okay.
You eliminate the impossible, and then whatever's left, however improbable, or no,
you eliminate the possible.
Yeah. Whatever's left, however improbable, is the truth.
Okay. Now I gotta go look that up.
We're paraphrasing.
Sorry, Sherlock.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a minute since I watched it, but I loved that one with Benedict Cumberbatch. That was good stuff.
So that was the weekend. Actually, no, my weekend football opposites. I thought 100%. There was no way my Longhorns were going to beat Oklahoma. And I don't know if you don't watch a lot of football, but at the Cotton Bowl, Texas OU, big weekend for us. Texas beat Oklahoma fairly. It wasn't a pretty game to start, but we won. And then I would have put any amount of money that the Cowboys were going to be able to beat the Carolina Panthers yesterday, and they did not. It didn't. And even at the end, like in the last quarter, I would have been like, yeah, no problem, we got this. So both of those things flipped, and I would have traded that anyway.
So Cruz sent me the stat or whatever, or something ridiculous like Dak's numbers have been off the chain. And the defense gave up like 90 points this month or something.
We can score with. It's fun to go to Cowboys games right now because we can score. We just can't stop anybody. So it's just this. It's 35.
Unbearable.
Yeah. 30
it reminds me of, I don't know,
like
like the 5 minutes that I watched basketball back in the day when it was like the Don Nelson extravaganza. It's like, they might win, but they're going to win like 121 to 113.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
At some point, everybody realized that if we don't play as good a defense, we all kind of agree not to play as good a defense. Everybody gets more excited.
Yeah,
we sell more tickets. So
yes, that is true.
Anyway.
I've only ever been to basketball at the old Reunion Arena, and that place was awesome, dude, because it felt like they were in your living room. It was like however they built that, with the upper bowl or upper deck. It was cool. But I was just, I aged out of the whole sports thing. Yeah. Where it was like, now
do you go to the State Fair? State Fair's going on. No? Okay. Yeah. I've heard nobody's going to the State Fair
I went for Realtor Day.
I did the
2018.
Was it Realtor Day? I did a couple years ago with Coldwell Banker. Or was it last year? Last year maybe with Coldwell Banker. And then we usually go on it's like the old people day.
Oh, there you go.
My mom and dad, and because they get in for cheap and nobody goes because it's like the first. It's like a Tuesday.
Well, there again, I saw people posting on social media that it was like something like somebody spent $400.
So I heard, so the narrative right now, I had somebody said that went and was talking about the prices going up because I think last year it was $18 for the turkey leg. Because if I remember, it was you get the tickets in sheets of 20, and it was 2 tickets short of that was a turkey leg. I think it was $18, and I think now it's $24. Bro. And I think we've hit a point where everybody's resisting. We're like, no, I don't think so. This seems like a money grab right now, and we're just. I'm not going.
First off, I'm not a fan of the coupon gimmick.
I mean, detachment from actual money, right?
Yeah. But the idea of you're not going to spend all your coupons, and if you get to where now you got 2 coupons left, so you can't do shit with them. Well, you got to get more coupons, or you didn't use your coupons, you left with 2 coupons, we still got your money.
Yeah, and you know that State Fair coupons are reusable every if you have State Fair coupons from 1994, you can use them.
Really? Okay.
But I mean, I guess if you bought,
I would, if I was, that's house money, dude. I'd be playing those odds all the time. Man, you could come back anytime.
Yeah, come back.
Because when you come back, you're going to buy more coupons.
Yeah, you will. The problem is I always leave with coupons. You always you hand coupons to people. It's like we go out the door because I got an extra $5 or $10, and I was like, well, I'm not going to spend
You're
this.
a little kid.
I can't buy anything for $5, which is sad for the coupons. I literally can't buy a bottle of water. Seriously. It's a little crazy, but we like to do the petting zoo stuff, and we'll go to walk around the car show, and there's a little pavilion inside place that sells all the tchotchkes and stuff, their Cutco knives and
Cutco's everywhere.
Yeah, right. They were at Elevate. That was a weird position. Why is Cutco at Elevate?
They are the king of closing gifts.
That makes sense.
The undisputed king.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the corporate culture that they have, it was amazing because Chelsea, who was there, known her forever, and Mr. Thank You, John Israel, he came out of Cutco, and obviously he's still connected to them in some way, but he's not out selling knives anymore. But that whole culture, I mean, God, Chelsea's probably been there for 15 or 16 years. It has this baked in service / abundance, not to go like woo on it or anything, but it has this culture baked in where nobody leaves. It's like everybody loves it. And it's one of those things where I think if you come in and you find out you're good, you're home.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody just stays. Because there are certain things that are like that.
Okay, my brain did do like a little like short circuit when I was looking down the RP Elevate crew, and I was like, okay, lender and like roofer and AI person, and like the studio company that supports the whole, like all of us are there. And I was like, and then knives, and closing gifts. Okay,
yes. They're the absolute king of the closing. And the thing is, like, their shit is good.
Yeah.
Like, the Cutco knives are legit.
Yeah.
And so that goes a long way. And then, of course, you get all the personalized, engraving and whatnot. And it's like they'll do the, like, things remembered at the mall. Like, have you ever remember that place?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The bracelet or whatever.
For sure.
Get engraved.
I think that's where we engrave our fantasy football trophy. Our little plaques every year. When you win, you get your name goes on the plaque.
Okay,
we build it like this. It's like the Stanley Cup. Every winner gets on the it gets tacked on the trophy.
Like a world title belt.
Like exactly.
Hell yeah. That. Okay, that's awesome.
What else? Is that it?
We got the Capital Title Speakeasy Party.
Oh, when's that?
I think it's Wednesday.
Cool. Actually, I don't think it's on my calendar. I got to go put that on my calendar because I want to do that. We've got next week we're going to be doing something with Far North Dallas MLS. That's one of the most attended area realtor meetings. It's a lot of fun. It's Josh and Charmaine.
I guess the should we do like, because if we had the neon by then too.
We're talk to Charmaine about what she wants to be, because it started as sponsorship, and I think she wants us to share more like insight in what we're doing.
Well, we could go in and like maybe recreate or create the set for the first time. And go in and like sit and do the presentation as if we were at the podcast.
Let's bounce some ideas. Like tomorrow and Wednesday, let's bounce some ideas off Charmaine, see what she wants to do. She's got a vision for it. I want to kind of like,
we're on her vision board.
Yeah. I think she's got an idea for an idea or for something.
Okay.
Or not. Who knows? Cool.
All right. Cool.
Happy Monday. See y'all soon.